3A bracket, Fairmont battles Dilworth-Glyndon-Felton. A nice contrast here between the Cardinals' potent passing attack and a physical, run-heavy Rebels team. DGF first to get on the board after a scoreless opening quarter. Senior running back Jordan Summers stays on his feet for a trip across the goal line. Rebels lead 7-0. Second quarter, Fairmont answers. Senior signal caller Brendan Schmidtke hits Levi Poley for 6, all tied at 7. Cardinals trying to take the lead, but Schmidtke is intercepted by Brody Friend. Fast forward to the fourth quarter. The Fairmont defense forces the Rebels to settle for a field goal. DGF ahead by 3 now. On the Cardinals' next drive, a pivotal play. Fairmont in Rebels territory. Schmidtke scrambles, but he fumbles on the run, and the Rebels recover. Dilworth-Glyndon-Felton ends up scoring on the ensuing drive to end the Cardinals' season with the 16-7 final. Fairmont finishes the year with a 10-3 record.
Watertown-Mayer and New London Spicer. The Wildcats near the end of the first quarter. Bryson Christensen broke a tackle. There he goes, taking off. 57 yards later, he's home free. That was their first touchdown. They tied, and then they kicked off.
A semifinal, New London Spicer facing Watertown-Mayer. Blake Schultz to Bryson Christensen, 17-yard score. Wildcats up 19-7 at half. Later, it's Schultz to Gabe Roman, 30-yard touchdown. New London
point streak with that. Watertown-Mayer tried to mount a double-digit comeback. Fourth quarter, Albert Rundell to Gannon Lee, hit him from 32 yards away in the end zone. But this comeback came up short. New London Spicer wins 33-28.
The Gophers, the Section 1 champs, in for a battle against the Eagles of Section 5. First quarter, it'd be the Eagles striking first. QB Nolan Gesslinger scores on the short scamper. 2-point try, no good. Chatfield down 6-0. But they'd respond. Sam Backer, jump ball for Cole Johnson. He says, give me that. Big catch. Touchdown, Chatfield. Their 2-point failed. Game's tied at 6.
Unbeaten Chatfield and Eden Valley-Watkins, two teams that understand winning. Chatfield, Sam Backer to Cole Johnson for 6. The Gophers in charge, but they got tested.
Second quarter now, Gophers in the red zone again. Backer direct snap, finds space on the edge, then powers his way in for 6. At 2-point, no good again. Chatfield leads 12-6. But EVW with the chance before half. 4th and goal, Luke Carrier trips up Gesslinger. Keep them out of the end zone, so Gophers go into half up 12-6. Eagles looking for a response. They get tricky. Wyatt Morelli airs it out deep for Landon Neiman. He's got it. Touchdown, Eden Valley-Watkins. No go on the 2-point. The game's knotted at 12.
Eden Valley-Watkins. Nolan Geislinger, he can sling it to Landon Neiman. They hook up on the deep ball. This one went the distance. Eden Valley back in it.
Eden Valley-Watkins facing Chatfield. Little trickery. Wyatt Morley to Landon Neiman. 58 yards to tie the game with Chatfield at 12.
To the 4th now, EVW 4th and 1. Gesslinger tries to run, but Drew O'Connor blows this up in the backfield. Gophers take over.
But Chatfield never lets up. Watch, he turns into an acrobatic catch. Backer to Luke Carrier, who stays with it while he goes forward into the end zone.
And then it's Backer. Quick throw to Carrier. He bobbles it, but comes up with a touchdown grab. What concentration. 2-point good. Chatfield leads 20-12. 8:40 to play. EVW 4th and 7. Gophers get pressure, and down goes Gesslinger. O'Connor with the hit. Chatfield ball, and they would ice it. Backer, we fly high. No lie, as Chatfield advances, winning this one 27-12.
JCC is red hot, coming off a shutout win in the state quarterfinals. Their opponent, Barnesville, no stranger to a shutout, also taking out their first-round opponent with a lopsided victory. We drop into the first half. Huskies trying to overcome an early 14-point deficit. A big game calls for big plays, and it's sophomore Ben Dowlin providing JCC a much-needed spark on the kick return. He's at the 50, 40, 30, all the way to the end zone, leaving the Trojan defense in the dust. Extra point doesn't fall. Barnesville ahead 14-6. Less than a minute later, Trojans hand it off to their fullback, John Roller. Roller bursts through the line and takes the rock 61 yards to the house. Barnesville back to a comfortable lead,
Barnesville opened the day with an impressive performance against Jackson County Central. Andrew Peterson to the end zone. A number of offensive players had good days. They were balanced.
Keep your eyes on the lower part of your screen. JCC freshman QB Roman Voss keeps it on the option and fights his way across the goal line for the Huskies' first offensive touchdown of the day. Barnesville fires right back though. Zach Bredman tosses a 77-yard touchdown pass to Greg Dawson, and the Huskies fall to the Trojans 41-12, finishing the season 12-1 overall.
Passing game. Zachary Bredman threw the ball just 3 times and completed 2, one of them for 77 yards to Dawson Gregg for a touchdown. Had to be an impressive passer rating today. They just kept finding their way to pay dirt. Gannon Bolgren for 6 more. They are rolling at the right time. And Barnesville's been rolling all season. They beat Jackson County Central 41-12.
It's an early 9 a.m. kickoff for the Springfield Tigers and Deer River Warriors in the Class A semifinals. To the action, Springfield hot off the jump, leading 6-0 in the first quarter, make it 12-0 as Jacob Knockreiner connects with Carter Olson in the end zone. Warriors respond later in the first. Ty Golickson finds the seam and bulldozes in to cut the Tigers' lead to 4 points. From there, it's all Springfield, no doubt about it. Knockreiner tosses a dime to McCoy Crick. Crick reels it in and finds pay dirt for the 74-yard touchdown. Springfield finished with 505 total yards of offense, defeating Deer River 54-30 to advance to the Class A championship. The Tigers will play Minneota
in their first trip to the bank here, squaring off with Section 5 champ Minneota. Fillmore Central came out swinging. Opening drive, Dylan O'Connor, beauty of a ball, left pylon for Bryce Corson. What can't Corson do? Touchdown, Fillmore Central. They lead at 7-0 early. Minneota swung right back though. Second quarter, things are tied at 7. Look at that fake toss. Anthony Rabinski, what a play down there in the red zone for the touchdown. Momentum going with the Vikings. Defense came up with the pick, and Corson nearly has the interception here, but Ryan Gallagher is able to snatch it away, take it in for 6 as Fillmore Central heads into halftime down 21-7. Minneota even opened the third with a touchdown to make it 28-7. But here comes Fillmore. O'Connor shed some tackles on the run, put 7 on the board himself. This one isn't over. Falcons working again, fourth quarter. O'Connor pumps, slings an absolute dime dropper's delight for Chase Christensen. That's a tutty. It's now just a 1-score game, 28-21. Fillmore would march down again. O'Connor, sneak. Fillmore Central is back from the dead. Falcons would go for 2 and the lead here. Play action. O'Connor, though, brought down Rabinski on the sack. So it's a 28-27 game. About 30 seconds to play. Falcons, 4th and 24. They go hook and ladder to Corson. Up the sideline, somehow tight ropes it and keeps Fillmore Central's season alive. What a play. 2 seconds left, one last play. O'Connor fires right side, but incomplete, and that is it. Fillmore Central falls in a heartbreaker, 28-27 in Minneota.
The Lions were coming off a 40-22 win in the state quarterfinals. We'll pick this one up. In the first quarter, no score. The Falcons find the end zone. QB Caden Swimby goes up top to Ryan Vanden Indy, who hauls it in. PAT no good. Lions down 6-0. Ensuing drive, Spring Grove responds. Quarterback Eli Sola makes a man miss, then bullies his way into the end zone. Spring Grove took a 7-6 lead. Still in the quarter, Spring Grove catches lightning in a bottle. Fertile-Beltrami punts the ball. Watch the Lions' Tyson Gridney. He cuts back across the field and then says, "See you later." It's a 74-yard punt return for the touchdown. Spring Grove up 14-6 at the half. Third quarter, 4th and goal for the Falcons. They run a reverse. Spring Grove is ready. Jackson Strindmone brings the ball carrier down to make it, or to keep it, a 14-6 ball game. Fourth quarter, Spring Grove returned to the end zone. Solom again breaks some tackles on his way to the house. Spring Grove now up 21-6. Later in the fourth, same score. The Falcons needed to get something going on offense. Swinby extends the play, throws it up, and he is picked off by Tyson Grindy. Spring Grove would add another touchdown to ice the game. Spring Grove is going to the Prep Bowl for the third time since 2017. They beat Fertile-Beltrami 27-6.